this video, I am going to be spending 100 days in Minecraft Pixelmon. There are going to be thousands and thousands of crazy Pixelmon in our Minecraft world. We will be running into the craziest, biggest, and even the cutest Pixelmon you will see. There are going to be 6 objectives that I will need to complete before the 100 days are up. Here are our goals. 1. Find 6 Pokemon for my team. 2. Build a base for storage. 3. Catch a pseudo-legendary Pokemon. 4. Get all Pokemon to level 100. 5. Win against a boss. And lastly, 6. Get a gym badge. Will I be able to accomplish these goals? Who knows? Watch till the end to find out. On day 1, it was time to pick our starter Pokemon. There are a lot of options to pick from like Charmander, Squirtle, and Chimchar, but my favorite starter of all time has to be Froakie. My first step in this 100-day challenge is to level up Froakie and eventually evolve him to Frogadier. After some wins and losses, we ran into one of my childhood favorite Pokemons, Teddiursa. So I wanted to catch it, however, he put up a strong fight and managed to break out the Pokeball. I knew that it was a sign, so I ended up finishing him. After a couple more battles, Froakie finally turned into Frogadier. Look how cool he looks. He is only getting stronger from here on out. As we continue to train, the next step in this 100-day challenge is to add the next member to our team. I am a pretty picky trainer, so our next couple Pixelmons are going to have to be somebody special. Suddenly, we ran into my favorite Pokemon as a kid, Cubchoo. This is going to be a fun one as soon as you guys see the next evolution. After a hard-fought battle, I decided to throw a great ball at it. Then, after a few suspense wiggles, we caught it! It is now day 11 and we have not come close to any of our 5 goals. The easiest goal that we can complete is goal number 2, which is building a solid base for me and my Pokemon squad. I spend the next couple days gathering resources and supplies. My design for this base was to make it really high up in a mountain, but it didn't look as nice as I thought. Even though our base was super high up, we managed to have some guests in. Looks like a bunch of Skiddos. This is a weird interaction for me, but it doesn't matter anyways because we can finally check out one of our goals. As I was training on an icy mountain, we ran into one of the small bosses, a level 42 blue Mareep. We were nowhere near Mareep's level, but you know me, I'm not running away from a fight. It was time to show Mareep who's boss. Yeah, it looks like we got some more training to do. So for now, time to run! The next goal we will be focusing on is finishing our team by catching more Pokemon. After walking and searching for a couple of days, we finally found a Pokemon that would give us a pseudo-legendary Pokemon. Jangmo, or Jangmo-O, however you pronounce it. His final evolution will turn him into Komomo. After battling it out for a bit, we managed to throw a great ball at him. And after a few wiggles, success! We've been having pretty lucky catching all these Pokemons. Hopefully he will evolve soon so we can check off the goal of getting a pseudo-legendary Pokemon. In order to eventually fight bosses and online trainers, we need to keep adding more Pokemon and leveling up to their final evolution. As the next couple days goes on, we managed to capture a Machoke along the way. In the next couple days, we kept battling and leveling up our Pokemon. We stumbled across a trainer and he was very weird. He did not let me pass by him and he told me I looked kind of funny. Well, I guess the only option was a battle. Our first battle in our 100-day challenge and it was not looking good for him. We were taking out all his Pokemon. As soon as the battle was over, he disappeared like a magician. Hopefully we run into him again and other trainers. On day 30, I was walking around at night till I ran into the police. He said I was trespassing and I needed to leave. This was my only route, so I told him if I could battle him to go through. He agreed and the battle is on. I was a little worried, but I found out he was really easy because he only had 1 Pokemon. He left me alone after and I kept battling and leveling up my team. I have been going around the normal world for almost 35 days now and I am tired of the same shenanigans. The police the other night told me there's a secret galaxy that I could travel to. He teleported me to a place called the Ultra Space Galaxy. This is a perfect place for me to find the last 2 members of my team. This place was on another level of craziness. A colorful dark place with high level monsters. I continued to battle these new Pokemons in the dark, scary rain, hoping to run into a crazy Pokemon. Everywhere I go, I run into different plants that hurt me. I decided to give Frogadier some rare candy for winning so many battles. He started twitching and wiggling. He was finally evolving into his final form. He is now Gray Ninja. Look how cool he looks. He is literally a strong ninja frog. He should be the 5th man and be friends with the 4 Ninja Turtles. After exploring the galaxy for a couple of days, I ended up in a very dark terrain that I have never seen before. It was very dark, creepy, and scary. I could barely see anything until I ran into a weird green radioactive signal looking thing. I'm not sure what it was, but I was dumb enough to go inside it. However, it kinda saved me as it sent me back to the normal world. We were back at the base training against some trainers when a childhood favorite came out of nowhere. It was Riolu, the pre-evolution of Lucario. After a brief battle with Riolu, we threw a Pokeball at him, but he somehow broke out. He was a tough individual. The second ball came, and after a few wiggles, success! What a perfect addition to our team. We now only need one Pokemon to finish our team. After a couple battles with Riolu, I could tell he was about to become one of the strongest Pokemons on our team. His power and ability is insane, as I was right. After battling and feeding him these special berries, he started to transform after a battle. And less than a minute, he turned into Lucario. Our team was insanely stacked. It is now day 50, halfway from the 100-day challenge, and we still have yet to finish getting all 6 of our Pokemon. That is until we ran into Druggadon, our perfect last member of the team. Druggadon was the hardest of them all. He broke out of so many Pokeballs that I couldn't even count. It was one last attempt as I was giving up hope. It was like he knew this was my last try. But then, after a few more wiggles, bang! We got Druggadon. The reason Druggadon was the perfect last member was because our other Pokemons had no wings, so we would not be able to ride them to travel more efficiently. But with Druggadon, look how fast we were going. Zoo! We are now at day 55, more than halfway from the 100-day challenge, and it is time we test our strength against strong trainers at the training islands. This will be great practice for a battle against the day 100 boss and Pokemon Master. These trainers on the training island were a lot harder than the ones you find roaming around the fields. We have definitely gotten stronger and we beat all the trainers on the training islands. In the final battle, one of our Pokemon was evolving. Our Jangmo turned into Hakamo or Hakamo-o. It is day 60 and I was very curious to see if our team was strong enough to kill a legendary boss. The perfect place to look was the Deep Sea Galaxy. We ended up running into a mini legendary Boldore. It was one of the weaker legendary bosses, but I wanted to see if we could still take him out. After battling it for a couple minutes, we managed to get him to 0.03%. What are the chances? That is less than 1% health left. He ended up running, but this shows that we are not capable of beating a strong legendary boss if we can't beat the mini one. On day 65, we ran into one of the most popular Pokemon of all time, a maxed level Dragonite. Not gonna lie, I was very nervous because Dragonite can easily beat all 6 of our Pokemon. Starting off the battle, Dragonite was not being aggressive at all. We were able to weaken Dragonite to its last HP. Dragonite ended up breaking out of a few Pokeballs, but with the last attempt, and the most suspense ever, we captured a level 100 Dragonite. Look how amazing this Dragonite looks. A little different than a regular Dragonite. Let me know in the comments why this Dragonite looks so much more evil. But the amazing thing is that we can now fly with Dragonite, but also ride with Druggadon. On day 70, I realized after having 6 Pokemon, our base is a little too small. As you can tell. But anywho, we can worry about a bigger base down the line. I think they could squeeze and fit, right guys? They are super comfortable right now. Almost all of our Pokemon are fully evolved, except one, and his name is Hakamo. He is the last to fully evolve and we are just going to give him some candy to help him get there. After a couple candies, he is finally transforming. He is now Kamo-o. He looks so cool and he runs so fast. Now our goal of getting a pseudo-legendary Pokemon is now checked off. Now all of our Pokemon are fully evolved. As we were training in the galaxy to prepare for day 100, we ran into a Vaporeon. He is a must-catch, especially at level 84. And after a strong battle, we managed to catch Vaporeon on the first ball. Vaporeon is a big, strong addition. Now the big problem is I can only have 6 Pokemon at a time in battle. So therefore, he will replace Beartic on the team. Sorry Beartic, you did well for us. It is now day 80 and I spend the next 10 days training all of my Pokemon to level 100. Now I think we are ready for the gym leaders and bosses. After looking for a couple days in the galaxy for a boss, we finally ran into one. It was a Toxtricity. It said uncommon, so I thought it would be easy. However, this battle took a while as it took out 2 of my Pokemon. I was getting worried until we finally beat him with a Boom Burst. We can finally check off beating a boss in our list. We now just have one left to do, and this last one was going to be the hardest one of them all. It is now day 95 and our last goal is to get a gym badge. We were going against a rock gym leader and I believe we have the advantage, so this was going to be easy. Battle started and we were doing some damage. until the tables turned. Greninja went down first, and then the rest of our Pokemon. We'd even take down one of the gym leader's Pokemon. We have only 5 days left to figure out how to win the rematch on day 100. It is now day 100. This was my last chance of finishing all the goals. With the 5 days I had to prepare, I added 2 new Pokemon to my team, Metagross and Skarmory. With these new additions, I believe we can take on the gym leader. This battle has officially started and we were not doing too bad. However, the gym leader kept on switching out Pokemon every 2 seconds, which I think should not be allowed, but I don't make the rules. He would switch out Pokemon every time I would have the type advantage. It was a good battle until our K9 started to go crazy. He would eventually wipe out the whole team. I would think we put on a strong effort, but it just shows we need more training to do, and I guess 100 days was not enough. We have finally spent 100 days in this Minecraft Pixelmon world, and it was a lot of fun. We had 6 goals and we were able to accomplish 5 of them. We were able to accomplish number 1, find 6 Pokemon for my team, 2, build a base for storage, 3, catch a pseudo legendary Pokemon, 4, get all Pokemon to level 100, and 5, win against the boss. The only goal we did not achieve was number 6, which is getting a gym badge. I tried my best, but I guess it didn't work out. We didn't succeed in all 6, but we will for sure next time. If you like more Pixelmon videos or more 100 day type videos, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It is now time to exit the Pixelmon world and enter our new journey. So until then, peace.